Hi guys, welcome back to Flip Motors UK. So today, I'm not going to do a full video of this Insignia because let's face it, I've done enough. I've worked out this is the 11th Insignia I've actually bought now, and I'm going to try and prep it myself as much as I can. Obviously certain things, you know, obviously I was a trained mechanic, so I do have an idea what's going on with these cars. I'll show you through the process of what I'm going to be doing on this car. So to start with, I've done all my code read and everything. That was done as I left BCA Brighouse, sadly, as a fault did pop up. And so we had two of the glow plugs. I've already unplugged the two culprits. I'm not even going to faff on with these and wait till another morning, because I know for a fact they are absolutely rubbish and it's going to need a couple of glow plugs. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and these ones here are the culprits. Now sadly these do both have the pressure sensors built in, so the glow plugs are astronomical. You can pay anywhere up to £200 or more from Vauxhall for a set of these, and usually they're on back order. Luckily my local parts supplier, Leader Auto Parts, always has a bit of a stash of them. I've worked out the last 9 he bought, I've had half, well 4 of them, so almost half. Yeah, so he's got a couple of them in. We're going to get these off now. With a glow plug, it's sometimes an idea to put some penetrating oil on so they don't snap. While I'm under here, well, before I go under here, I'll just go around the car, have a look at the bodywork. Am I going to need some touching paint? Is the tyres okay? 2 of them are getting down a bit, but they're over like 3 mil. I think they're about 3.5 millimetres, so they're all right. I top up all my screen wash. I top up my coolant, see if there's any leaks, if needs must, and just have a general look around under here. What I did find is while my well, in fact, before I'll show you, I'll have a little look around. So discs and that all look okay. It was advised on rear pads. I don't know if you can see these on here. I think that was just the carrier really. But they're all right really. It was advised from the last MOT, but it has been on the last few. So I think they're being a bit petulant is a word by the MOT tester. Rest of the car, I've had a look over it. Absolutely spot on as per MOT. It's only a 2-owner car. Very little in the way of history though, sadly. See if we can see these brakes. Discs, they're alright. Quite recent actually. The pads again, I don't think you'll be able to see them, but to me they've got about 5-6 millimetres remaining on them. Make sure you do when you're testing the brakes, or like I am here. I mean, it's about 6 millimetres on them minimum, if not more. So I'm really not worried about putting a set of pads in it. Easy 6 millimetres. So we're not going to be doing that, but there was a little bit of a squeak. So what we're going to be doing is we'll take the brakes apart from the front and the rear, just give them a clean up, clean the braking surfaces, and give them a grease up as well. Something else, I pulled the mirror off pretty soon after starting my journey, which was a bit annoying, well a bit dangerous really you could say. It was about to fall off, so I've just pulled it off, and that's because it was all loose. That bit there is now glued down, and what I may have to end up doing is gluing the backing plate onto here as well, so this plate here just pops off, I do believe. If you can get your hands in there anyway. Might have to get a little screwdriver or something to pry it, and then I'll get that all stuck together so it's not going to come off for the next owner. But yeah, what I did realise is it did cut in and out of power a little bit. And when I plugged it in, when I got home, because it made it home, I haven't got the keys with me, bear with me. There you go, so 105,000 miles on this one. On a Vauxhall, instead of an engine light sometimes, I come up with this service vehicle soon light. It might not come up now because I just had the code reader on. I have actually got the 2 glow plugs disconnected. There you go, a little bit rough starting without the glow plugs. A bit noisy about the engine cover, but the car's running okay. It's possibly a slight boost leak. So, what did I do next? So I plugged it in, it came up math sensor. I thought, to be fair, it's not too uncommon on Insignia. Someone's already had a go on that. Got a Bosch one in, I'm not sure if that's standard. But, if you look down here, you've got a big split on the intercooler pipe. Now Insignias are really common for this. Normally I just give them to the garage and they do it in half an hour max. So what I'm going to do is, as well as the glow plugs, I'm going to try and do this myself today. Getting the brakes apart, sorting the mirror cap, and it's also going to be getting a set of number plates as always. We'll also be getting a full valet, deep clean all under the bonnet and everything, and a hand polish too. Like my car's looking the best. It's only a 61 plate Insignia, but I mean, what's it worth? Just under £2 grand, maybe 1,800 quid. Sensible mileage for one of these, man, but there's not that much history with it, which is a shame. 2 owners though, which it's got on its side. But yeah, this is likely going to be someone's family car, the best that they can afford, so we want it nice and clean, and it's got to be ready for the new owner. So we're going to make a start on the preparation now. There we go, so I've got the mirror cap off. And so there's a couple of electrical connectors on there as well, so make sure you're careful with them as well. It is electrically adjustable, so you have to make sure it's all clipped in, and then that's all been glued down. So I mean, it would have been as easy to replace a mirror glass, but you'll get one cheap enough online, but you're going to be waiting well, 3 days or something. So I've just decided to try and repair it. Same with the intercooler pipe. I could have saved a bit of money on that and got one online. Could have saved about 20 quid. But I think with this car, if I can pick it up and get it prepared in one day, that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? Get it all cleaned off tomorrow, ready for sale. Be a pretty good turnaround, really, wouldn't it? So that pipe down there is coming, well, our part supply over here on the way. All right. I'm going to go and grab my screwdriver now. I do apologise about the state of my unit as well. It does need a good tidy up. I've been working hard and trying to make it a bit more presentable, getting some paint done. Made a nice little desk area as well, look. It's all right, isn't it? Done all this for about 100 quid. £20 off Marketplace down the road, £20 off Marketplace for the chair, and then I decided to get a brand new desk off Wayfair, something like that. It's only about 60 quid, so it's ideal. Nice place to sit down. But the idea of getting this done for me was, I mean, you obviously have to get it done eventually, but I had a lady come to pick a car up, a bit old, and she said, oh, have you got anywhere to sit? I had to try and sit her in one of the cars that I had in here. So it's not good really, is it? So it's nice to have somewhere to sit. Nice to get like a little fridge or something, to get some nice cold drinks, maybe a little mini coffee machine. I've got one at home I don't use, so I might bring that here as well for customers. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get preparing the car. Number plates, it's something I nearly always do. Just look at the state of these. It's on. If you look at the front end of this car, we've got a Golf in the way, haven't we? Do apologise. It's, I don't know, it's the first thing you see, isn't it? I've always been picky about stuff like that. I probably think back to my time at the main dealers, working as a mechanic or a prep technician in particular at one place, and it was just a basic standards. Every car got a set of plates on it. Even Evans Halshaw do it with their reputation. I think I should be, or anyone else for that matter. Same with the rear, we'll get that off. It's a nice spec this as well, it's got all the rear parking sensors and that too. There we go, some glow plugs. To be fair, these don't often snap. Someone may have actually been at these before. It might be why he's chopped it in, because they aren't the cheapest thing to get done. Obviously, engine cover off. I've done nothing else apart from unplug these. The connectors for the top, sorry. There you go. So they're all out of the way now. And it is literally a 12mm. That's how straightforward they've come off. Obviously, they do get extreme heat glow plugs, so it's quite easy to get off on certain cars. I've never had trouble on Insignias. I've just done that with one finger, pretty much, haven't I? So they're going to come straight out, and you'll be able to see the condition of that glow plug from there. Must be about done now, blooming heck. There you go. Let's have a look. Be careful, because it is obviously quite hot round here as well. Let's try and get this out. There you go. So you can see there, they're all black on the end. Obviously pretty worn out. So if you don't know what a glow plug does, it essentially it preheats the engine combustion chamber, especially on a cold morning. They have to intervene to warm things up, otherwise the car would really struggle to start. And the glow plugs are what makes it a bit simpler, to put it in simple terms. So we've got number 4 there, and we're going to get number 3 off here as well. But what's different about these Insignia ones, because normally, I don't know if you've done any DIY work yourself, a set of glow plugs is maybe about a tenner each, bit dearer than spark plugs, but they're really not a lot of money. So what's different with these Insignia ones? Well, on certain models, some have one, some have two, and some have all four. But they have this sensor on the top, so they're normally quite a bit smaller than this. Without this black part, there's a plug at the top, but minus the sensor. This here, I think it's on these, it's more sort of do with the DPF regen. So the glow plug is part of that system. So if you don't change your glow plugs when you need it, you're going to be having trouble with your DPF as well, like filling up and so on. I always give the cars a good clear out if they have a DPF anyway. I've done about 15-20 miles on the way home here in, well, how fast was I going? I was doing 70 mile an hour in 4th gear, just so it burns off all that excess soot in the DPF and it knows to regenerate itself. There you go, another. It's been well used, hasn't it, this glow plug? It's never been off. It is a General Motors one, so these are about worn out. If it was a fault with any of the others, it would pop up, so I'm not going to go to the extent of taking them out. But we've got 2 glow plugs on the way, but they don't need coding or anything, despite having the sensors, which is useful. So we're going to get on with that shortly when the part supply is here. There you go, so I've got this top intercooler pipe off. There is a little snap clip on there. Managed to get that off. I didn't really want to be doing it one-handed while filming, but I've got that off there. Pretty straightforward, really. The bottom one, however, I think it's going to be a bit of a pain. I think we'll have to get to that from underneath, and hopefully we're not going to have to take the front bumper off or anything like that. There you go, mirrors back on there. That's not going to be wobbling about anymore. Obviously there is a little bit of movement on, but it was like absolutely flopping about all over. I'm going to get a bit of tire and glue on there. Obviously BCA put their own little stickers and all that to track the cars in and out, so we're going to give that a good clean. There you go, straight off. Drive it off properly. I think there's, there you go, a couple of little marks on there. I always take the auction writing off the cars as soon as possible. It's not the most presentable things, and if anyone pops by looking for a car and that's on there, a lot of members of the public would potentially think that had been, this tire and glue isn't that good really. A lot of members of the public would probably think it had been crash damaged or something, but obviously I have just bought it from BCA over in Brighouse, so that's looking a bit better, isn't it? So we've ticked off one of the little faults now. Obviously the car will be getting a full clean later. We'll have to hoover out the window as well, but yeah, that's much better. That's one fault fixed. We'll wait for our part supplier. There we go, here's a nice shiny new one. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the clip off on the end and how we're going to get it out. But that looks right. I'm happy with that. And all it was just a tiny little split in there. So new pipe ordered, 45 quid I think it was from, what is it Taylor says? Fabi Bilstein, something like that. Well, that was fun. Finally got this off. And here's a pipe. You can see it's been a bit oily where it's been split. Now we've got to get this off the elbow joint. Bit of grease and that should pop straight back on. Got this clip to hold it on, and this pipe here we may have to end up putting a new hose clip on or something, but we'll see how that goes first of all. Bit of a pain, but I've done much worse jobs. There you go, got it off. It's looking a bit oily. It's obviously been leaking a bit of oil, so we're going to get that all cleaned up now. Got the jet wash ready, and get ready to attach the new pipe onto this elbow joint, and then we'll feed it through, get it bolted onto the rest of the car. There you go, all cleaned up now. Ready to go back onto the, well, build it up and go back onto the car. Yeah, there's no getting this back on, I'm afraid. It's well, not with the tools I've got anyway, so I'm currently, I've asked me part supply because the car's half in, half out. Yeah, bit of a nightmare. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting, I'll show you a couple of cars. So we've got the Eye going. Not a bad little thing, 114,000 miles. I'm only after like 1,600 quid for that. Bodywork is a bit of lack appeal here and there, but just don't look too close, I guess, innit? It's all good mechanically. It's had a new subframe and that. New exhaust manifold. We've got a nice little punto here. Punto is 12 plate, only done 66,000 miles. It needed a service, oil sump, indicator stalk, apparently a common fault with them for the lights to stay on. Again, only after about 1,800 quid that's off for. I'd take like 1,750 or something for it. Dacia's still there, but the Alfa Romeo has sold. Got a few cars down here as well. I'll show you them properly another time. Got a nice Focus that's almost finished prep, and the Megane as well. Well, yeah, I went for my hose clip. I'll probably get on with a couple other bits and pieces, get the glow plugs in, number plates on and that. I have stripped and cleaned the near side front brakes. I think the pad surface needed a bit of cleaning up as well. That's sometimes what causes the squeaking, you know. So they're all clean, nice and free. The sliders were good. There's certainly no binding, but we've just had a good clean, and yeah, should be okay now. We've got the other side front and then the two rears to do, but yeah, hopefully we don't need any more parts, because oh, I'm that good. There you go, so we've got them in now. Just needed a bit of light. So these are going in nice and smooth. There you go, that just needs tightening now. And same with this side. We're only like a 12mm, so they don't need to be ridiculously tight. You certainly don't want to snap any of them. There you go, so they have been nipped, not absolutely beasted. Just plugging these in now. Trying to. There we go. That's the first one going. And second one. So this is a really straightforward job. It's not something your mechanics... Oh, that wasn't on. I'll do that properly shortly. It's not something your mechanics going to be charging you a fortune for to do. But obviously this one I've used my TopDon and diagnosed it myself. So I've saved the diagnostic fees, and I've obviously bought my own parts, which are the expensive part of this job. I get mine at a good rate to buy so many of them. I think it's £120 each. £240 for a couple of glow plugs, £45 worth of intake pipe, and a set of number plates, which is like 16 quid. So all in all, the job's costing us about £295 plus the plates. It'll be 310 quid for all the parts on this, but it's saving you £200 in labour probably, isn't it? Easy. Maybe even a little bit more depending on your mechanic or what area you're in. So certainly think I've done quite well here. And as I say, these don't need coding or anything amazingly for such a complex way of making a glow plug. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to start drilling my number plates. A lot of cars do have pre-drilled holes. I always like them drilled on the end, but that's just personal preference. So yeah, in the middle, about like that. Same on each side for me. There you go, how much better does that look? Fresh set of number plates. Can take on the world now. I'm going to get the back one on as well. And then probably make a start on the other side of the front brakes, giving them a quick clean up. And then hopefully we'll have the hose clip soon. There you go, got the wheels off now. So again, I can't reiterate enough, only be doing this if you are confident as well. I don't want people playing about with brakes, don't know what they're doing. It could be pretty dangerous. So Insignia's have got a 22mm wheel nut, quite a unique size. Well, that spring was broken. I did check that earlier, but no, it's fine. Oof, had a bit of a panic on there. Yeah, 14mm to get these caliper bolts off, and we're just going to be doing it with the carrier on the car. They're not actually that dirty, it's more so the pads for braking surface that needs attention. I'll show you why. There we go, so pads coming off now. Need a little bit of a clean up. Braking surface, again, just need a bit of a clean up. The discs are okay, and the pads, I've measured about 5.5 to 6mm remaining. So I'll be honest with you, some main dealers will be starting to advise replacing them then. There's no need to, because, well, that's approximately just under half a braking surface. When they're in another 8 to 10,000 miles, when they've got 2 or 3mm left and the discs are a little bit nastier, that you're probably going to start looking at replacing them then. There you go, so give the braking surface a quick clean. It doesn't have to be mirror finish as long as it's nice and smooth, and both sides of the shims as well. I always clean the hub so the wheels are easy to come off. If there's a lip on the disc, some people might like to knock that off. As you can see, this one's fine. Well, I don't think you really can see, but yeah. There we go, so we're going to start cleaning the actual pads now, the braking surface. Again with a little wire brush, some sandpaper, and then it's ready to be built back up. There you go, there's one that hasn't been cleaned, dirty braking surface. And there's one that has, nice and clean, ready to apply your choice of grease. Mine would be copper slip. I always use that on the pads. It's good up to high temperatures. And one thing I didn't mention is always check that the sliders are moving freely as well. That one's a little, oh no, it's fine. Just make sure that they're moving nice and freely. Otherwise you might have to take them out, clean them and grease them up. You do have to use a different grease on them though. I think is it like lithium grease or something, like an anti-squeal type for the pads. But yeah, discs moving nice and freely. Check it again once you've got the pads in all cleaned up. There you go, I've rebuilt that now. Should be nice and free, and it is. There's no noise, nothing catching, so hopefully it's not having any impact on the squealing it was doing before. Always check the metal shims aren't catching. Obviously they're nice and clean now. Make sure you don't bend them coming off. If you take the flexi off like I did, just make sure you put it back in place so it's not hanging loose. I've cleaned up the little hub there, so we're going to put some copper slip on there, get the wheel back on, and that's the front brakes done. I know for a fact there'll be someone in the comments as well complaining because there's a centre cap missing. I've actually ordered one. It was £4.48 delivered off eBay, so that should be coming in a couple of days. It won't stop me putting the car up for sale. You probably won't even notice it on the pictures, but just for peace of mind, it's something I always notice as well. Not a big thing, not really doing anything, it not being there. It's just, as described, a wheel ornament, but yeah, got one ordered. Right, that's it back on. It's quite difficult actually getting that pipe back into place. It did say I would need a lot of lubricant, and it did, but then when you're trying to do the hose clamp up, it's all slippery, but it's in there now. It's all new. Don't know if you can really see that, but I am going to test drive it. I've cleaned all the cords, glow plug up. I won't be able to see if the light comes back on till the morning. Sure it won't, it's had 2 new ones, the ones it was telling me. So yeah, I'll give it a little run tonight, make sure nothing's going to come off, any boost pipes or anything. I've tightened them all up. My hose clip came. So yeah, give it a good run out tonight. And we'll go from there. Back to it tomorrow morning. I'm going to do these brakes up. I might not show you that because I'm going to race through that, as I've got a focus over there, needs a few bits as well. I will show you parts of the valet. There we are, so I did take it home in the end, and it did come back off loosely, the pipe. So I've managed to get it back in there eventually. That connects just for the parking sensors. We have noticed something else, so the radiator brackets are about knackered on it, so gonna need some of them. That's why the radiator's hanging a little bit loose, you might be able to see. Not too sure, but I've ordered some of them, 10 for 2 off eBay. So they'll be coming next few days. In the meantime, we've got the centre cap coming, and just got to give it a valet really. All the brakes have been stripped and cleaned, no more squeaking, nothing like that. And in the meantime, I did have a little play about my Golf GTI. I think I'm going to try one of the boost sensors on it. So it was a little bit green on the connection, so I've cleaned it all up, but I don't know, I think it might have got inside. It's okay now, but there's obviously some water got inside there, so I'm going to just replace that sensor, and hopefully we'll get full boost back on the Mark V Golf GTI. I've just used the TopDon Artdiag 600S to obviously make sure there is no more codes. Codes have all been cleared, and you'll be happy to know that the glow plug one hasn't come back. Well, I'll be happy to know the glow plug one hasn't come back after spending £240 on 2. So yeah, we're getting there. We've just got the wheel centre cap on its way, radiator brackets on the way, the little aluminium ones at the bottom. They are quite brittle on some of the Vauxhall models, and give it a good valet. So I think I'm going to get my focus in shortly, do some discs and pads on that, and then we'll probably be cleaning this next few days as well. Right, it is the next day, and we've got this lovely old Range Rover parked on the site. Just give it a quick once over for now, wash and dry, so it will be coming in to get hand polish, interior hoovered, all the plastics detailed, tyre shine. I do find even on a white car it is worth doing a hand polish. This car certainly looks as though it's been looked after, but it's just nice to get that shine and the beading if there is a bit of rain in the air. Me personally, I do it to every single car, no matter what colour it is, especially the black ones of course. But yeah, really nice. Gonna head out for a bit of lunch soon. Needs a quick go over inside as well. It's not too bad to be fair, seats aren't too bad, but we'll give them a quick wipe over and get the car up, get it advertised shortly. We are still waiting on a radiator mount, but shouldn't be too long now. I even managed to get in another sale for the day, so that'll do us. Well on with this Insignia now, give it a quick hand polish. Need to do all the tyres and that on the inside. But yeah, overall a good day. Can't complain when you're getting the sales in. There you go. I'm not going to show you how to valet a car. I've probably done it before, and that's about it. So yeah, it is going to be getting finished off this video now. Tip for if you are valeting, when you're hoovering, wet it first. Before you hoover up all the dust and the dirt, give it a quick spray. I use some air freshener in this little spray bottle. Just got it from AutoSmart, very nice. But yeah, always hand polish your cars, and obviously make sure the pictures look absolutely superb. People like a nice background on them as well, and especially on a cheap car like this, a lot of traders can't really be bothered. So if your car's pictured well, it's going to stand out to them, isn't it? But I think we made a lovely car out of this one. Nearly ready for sale now. Got a few bits done myself, and I've worked out I've probably saved about, well, excluding the radiator amounts, about £250 worth in labour. So potentially even a little bit more, well, labour and diagnosis. So, and that's at least. Some places you might be more free, 400 quid as well. So really pleased with this one. Should boost the profits up on it. And it was nice to get a little sale on this Punto as well. Not a bad little profit on a small car on that. So yeah, not too bad, eh? Thank you all for watching. Sorry if I'm blabbing on a little bit, but I hope you have enjoyed it anyway. I do keep reminding myself that you guys are watching this because you're interested. Well, I hope so. I keep holding back from releasing videos because I think it'll be boring, but if you guys are right with them, I'll keep releasing them. Try and keep up to it, and we'll have a good May. Plenty more videos, cars in and out. I'm actually about to watch a Fiesta go through BCA now as well. So I'll catch you all in a bit. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more related content and updates on these cars too. I'll catch you in a bit.